Hi guys, welcome back to Gazza's Koi Pond. Continuation of the filter shed. Insulation side of things and trying to get everything as organised as I possibly can. By that I want it to still be a shed that I can use for my garden tools and such, and obviously then secondary filter house for the pond. So I'll spin the camera around, let you have a look at what I've been up to. As you can see, got the electrics in, but that will come up on the video later on. I'll spin it around, let you see what we've got up to and what we've been doing. Right guys, so I'm starting to make a bit of a start on the foil taping of the joints. A couple little minor repairs here and there that I'm just going to tape back over again, so I'll be running another line down that bit there. So I'm going to try not to move too quick. Down these joints, along these joints here, I'm going to foil tape all these, give this a little bit of a wipe back over, get rid of the dust and muck that's on them. But when they're jointed up, they don't look too bad. So I'll make a crack on with them, carry on, and I'll spin the camera around. Flick the camera back on again and show you how we've progressed on and through. I'm also going to get these lights up and running, so I've got a bit more light in this shed, and then going to change those bulbs for some LED ones. They're low voltage, but I'd rather some LED ones so that they're a bit brighter, but for now they'll do as temporary lights. So I'm going to get these up and running and working, get the lights in here so that we've got a bit of power so we can see what we're doing. And there's the remaining, a couple of rolls there, the remaining boards that I've got left, and a new pack of boards there. So we should have enough, hopefully, to get the remainder of the shed, which is this half, all done. But I just need to get all these tools, once I'm ready, over to this side, and then insulate all those, then I can bang all my tools back into place. We should be good to go. Right, get back to you in a tick. Alright guys, there's the lights are all in. All wired back up. They're only on a plug, literally they're on a power break or a trip out. It's just temporary, just so that I can see what I'm doing while I'm in here. So I've got one there and got the old one. These are the old original lights that used to be in here from when my grandparents used to own this shed. So got a little bit more light so I can see a little bit more what I'm doing. I can shut this door and keep a bit warm. I mean, look how old that switch is. Jesus Christ, I haven't seen a switch like that in a hell of a long time. Little tubular switch that my granddad used to have in his light in his shed that's going back some years. Again, this is another thing about this koi keeping and doing this shed up. This shed used to be a little shed for a bit of a summer house for my grandparents. So although I've taken it from their house when they both passed away and brought it up here, it's all memories for me. Fish keeping has got a lot to do with a lot of memories. My grandparents' shed, which has now become my garden shed and my filter house. So my grandfather on my mum's side was the gentleman that got me into keeping fish, and my grandparents on my dad's side are the ones that have basically provided me with this shed to continue looking after fish. So yeah, a little bit of history for you guys. Sentimental to me, means nothing to you, but just thought I'd share that with you. So the light's in, we're good to go. I'm going to get some more of these boards cut, get a bit of organising going, get a bit of a plan in action, and make a start. So when I've got a little bit more, I'll ping back to the camera and let you have a look. Back to you in a tick. Right guys, so this wall now is fully taped off, all joints sealed into the corner there. Just got to cover up these screws and a little hole there and a little hole there. A bit of tape over all them lot. A couple of repairs to the damage of holes in the board, but fully done. All sealed up there. Not bothering to do anything with this until I get the boarding up there, obviously, but it will continue like that then. all the way up and across to the apex. I'm going to do these ones on this board. I gave them a bit of white back and got all the mucky marks off. I mean, there's a couple of, you know, that looks like somebody's boot print. A couple of bits of dents in them, but no damage, you're going to do the job. The door's done apart from the bottom panel, but the bottom panel, I will, for this one down here, I will be getting an offcut from the boards that go in there, and they work out to fit perfectly just inside there. So all nicely sealed up all the way around the door. And to be fair, it's absolutely freezing outside. There's no heating in here at all, but it does, I mean, I could always feel a little bit of a draft in here, but already I can feel a difference. It does feel slightly warmer. There's definitely no drafts from this side of the shed, but I can feel a bit of a draft there from the door. But once that's all foil taped up, the job should be a good one. So we're getting there. It's looking good so far. I shall crack on and then pick the camera back up and show you the next progress. Oh, we're going all the way across here as well. Foil taped across there. Bit of a wiggle there, but don't matter. The next board's going to be taped across this part here, across there, so it'll be lapping this tape, so you won't see that. But yeah, nice and solid, going nowhere. And these are just friction fitted. Basically, friction fitted means between two pieces of timber, cut it nice and tight and tap it in, and the friction that you force whilst forcing it in holds it in place. It's a method occasionally used in fire protection when you're doing batten mastic works, but it's always best to bond in if you can, or fixing if you can. But I can't risk popping an hole through the outer layer of the shed, as this is only a thin board in between the outside and the felt, so friction fit will do for these. And again, friction fitted on these sections. I'll be taking these all down, just they're up here out of the way for the moment, temporary, just to get me a bit more room. Once I get it all insulated, I'll be popping them back up there out of the way till we use them when we're in together. But right, next stage, get some of these used, get this pack open, get some more boarded off, and we're good to go. But as you can see, guys, I am working in the area now which is going to be the filter bit, and I need to get all this sort of organised and shifted about and moved around so that I can give myself a bit of room over there to work by moving everything from there to over here. So bear with me a bit, I'll get back to you in a tick and show you how we've been going on. So guys, when you come to cleaning your shed out and you start moving your tools around, I find this big fella. That's a pretty damn big spider. That's he's pretty big, or she, whichever it is. So you stick him outside or her outside. This is temporarily being evicted. I don't mind him being in here. Oh. Sorry mate, it's a pretty big spider. So, I think I've got a bit of a leak out there. Shed seems to be leaking a little bit. A couple of the damp boards, but don't feel like there's any rot to them. But it does, it is wet. But looking at it, I can see a little bit of daylight, so, oops, sorry. I think you can see, there you go. You can see a little bit of daylight coming through. So, I'll sort that out on the outside come a dry day. Moving everything over to this side of the shed so that I can now get this side insulated up. I'm not too worried about that there on the back of it, and the day if needs be, if I have to take the feather edge boarding off and put some new on, I'll do it, because it's only one board, but it seems to be leaking in from there. But I've got plenty of silicone. I can give that a nice seal up with some brown silicone and it won't be noticeable. stop the water from coming in. I think it's with all the winds that we've been having, because the shed does look like it might have shifted slightly, but it's good enough. But believe it or not, it's pretty damn good condition, the shed, to say it's as old as what it is. It's well over 20 years. Anyway, right, just thought I'd show you that spider. Damn thing, it was just living down there in all those cobwebs. So I shall crack on, do a little bit more and get back to you in a tick. There's another one. Shed's full of spiders. See if we can get this one up and out. Come here, little fella. There you go. This is not the easiest task in the world. A stubborn spider that don't want to get on your hand. I don't like to kill them. I think they're pretty cool. That jumped off. I think the difference is maybe male and female here. With the one that I just put out, maybe the female, this little one, or littler one, might be the male. I'm not going to put them side by side each other, just in case. Oh, there you go. Let's pick it up again. Just in case it gets a bit pissed off or they attack each other. Last thing I want to be doing is responsible for one of them getting. But yeah, right. Back to what are we doing? More spiders. Right, that's that back wall. All insulated up now. So all that's left to do now is this section, or that wall section with the window, that wall section with the window, the upper above the front of the door, and then the ceiling. So I just thought I'd let you see. All done, all insulated up. A couple of cuts in there to make sure I'm minimising waste again. Fully insulated, and all then I've got to do is just bring the foil tape across like I've done on the rest and carry that all around and through. So, get back to you in a bit. Right guys, just a bit of a recap so you know where we're at. This section all fully done, corner section filled in, started on this section to fill in the window. All this here behind all the tools, and me rack back up again so I can get my gardening side of things all sorted out. But look at this, this is, I'm literally stood in, this is my workspace. It's absolutely peeing it down outside, so I can't put all my stuff outside in garden. So I've just been having to do a section, move everything from one area to another area, do a section, move everything from this area to that area, and basically just keep chucking away at it. One section in on the timbers up there, but I'm kind of thinking I might not have enough because it's going to be at least 8 boards to do the ceiling. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got one in, that leaves me 1 board to get that section in, and the 2 panels under the door. So I think, oh, and that section. So I'm definitely not going to have enough. I'm going to need another couple, maybe another 4 boards, and that should be done. But the big vast majority now, so all the way from around there, all the way around to here. This will be finished in the next 5 minutes or so. It's all done and sorted. So I'll spin the camera around and I'll flick the camera off for a minute, get myself this little section finished, get my area tidied back up again, and then try and get back to some kind of normality and let you have a look again. See you in a bit, guys. Right guys, I'll let you have a quick look at what I've got up to now. Still got this tiny little bit, that bit in the corner there to finish off, the apex above the door, and then sort of 3/4 of the ceiling. Got one piece in, and the remainder to do. But obviously, once I've got all this now, just drop down so you can see, once I've got all this now up in the rafter sort of area, I need to keep that up there out of way and do that little bit last so that I've got a bit of floor space back. Got all my garden tools all mounted back up into some kind of order-ish. Excuse me, real dusty in here, I've just been sweeping all up. I've got my barbecue tucked in way, bits and bats stuck on top of it just for now, just so I can get myself sorted out and things back where they should be. That is the off-cut pile. A couple of random bits like these ones here. This one, that might come up for a corner piece up there or up there, whichever. I've got 6 sheets left. Don't know if I'm going to have enough, but we'll see. I'm thinking perhaps maybe might need 1 or 2 more, but trying to get myself sorted and organised, tidied up a little bit, bucket full of rubbish to go, sand, salt, peat moss, my tools to go back in my van. But excuse me, I've just had a good sweep up, but yeah, I've got quite a lot done. That whole wall now is fully insulated and taped up all of the joints, as is this one, as is all that one, and as is the doorway. 2 sections to go back in there, offcuts to come off of when I trim up and do the ceiling, fit in these bits. So I've got 1 piece to go in there and that bit up there. So far so good. Little calendar up for the year, a couple of koi on it, nothing on it as of yet, but yeah, nice little calendar. Have a look at fish. If you need to make any details of you know, treatments or anything like that, somewhere I can jot them down and I know when I've done them and when they next need to be treated. So I've pretty much got everything back in some kind of an order, but the hardest one's going to be finding somewhere to hang my lawnmower from. What I'm thinking of doing is using these 2 little brackets here, drilling an hole through them and screwing these into the timber there, and then hanging my lawnmower there facing up towards this way, facing over there, so it'll be hung from the ceiling of the shed. That's what I'm hoping to give me a bit of ground space back. But once I've got rid of all the rubbish there, this tub of rubbish there, and this out, my tools out, the vac out of the box and ready for regular use, jet washers in the corner there, so a couple of little bits of bats to tidy up, a few shelves put up, and we're doing pretty good. It's almost done. I think if I get out tomorrow morning, early doors, I should be somewhere near finished for lunch. Anyway, I'll spin camera now, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the content. If you have, do us a huge favour, give us a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe, and most of all, tell a friend, you know, get somebody else interested. I'm getting close to my 500 target, which is slowly creeping up there. I'm happy with the progress. Big thank you to all the new subscribers and for all those subscribers who keep coming back. Like I say, if you want to give us a subscription, feel free to do so. It costs you absolutely nothing and I would appreciate it if you did. Till next time, guys. Probably built out another one tomorrow, show the progress that I've got done, but until then, keep smiling and I'll catch you in the morning. Take care, guys. See you soon.